What's going on, guys? PixCam back in with a brand new video. I just want to let you guys know right now, forewarning, if you are a Mazda driver like Mazda, work for Mazda, or even are the owner of Mazda, I would turn away from this video right now because you guys are not going to enjoy this video and you guys will see at the end of the race. So we jump right into our race. 3, 2, 1, away we go, and we start our 4 laps around this legendary track of Fuji International Speedway. So this was daily race B. So if you guys don't know, daily race B, you don't have to worry about fuel or tire management, or you don't have to do anything with that. You just have to do flat out racing. Just try to work your way through the field and run as quick of lap times as you can and make sweet overtakes as best as you can as well. So we started off in 4th, and we went our way through turn number 1 nice and easy. Got through without any incidents, but unfortunately on the exit we forgot to shift down to 2nd gear, and that allowed the 5th place driver of Chicky to get a really great run on the exit, and this was kind of the result right here. So nobody's fault except for our own, because we decided to not shift down to 2nd, and Chicky was able to take full advantage of that, get the overtake. And now we are starting to get under pressure by Snail Grove, the Canadian, in the Volkswagen. So the Volkswagen was kind of like the meta car here. A lot of people decided to pick it. Someone up ahead decided to pick the Huracan, which was really interesting. We decided to go with the Atenza because it was the fastest car on qualifying. But you're going to see here that I'm going to instantly regret picking this car as we jump back into the replay here, heading into turn number 10. So the Volkswagen on the outside tries to make the overtake break later than us, but we were able to hold it on the inside, and he gets a little bit of a tap from the Viper, so we were able to kind of sneak our way in front of the Volkswagen, hold off our 5th place position, and we now set our sights into sector number 3 and just try to nail all these apexes, because you can make a lot of time if you nail these apexes and not run wide, not run too narrow, and get a great run, especially off the exit of this final corner, because it's basically, once you get off this final corner, this sets you up for that straight line speed down this straight. It's a very long straight. You can abuse the slipstream. As you can see, Snellgrove is doing that right behind us, and it's just a really great place to position yourself for an overtake, especially heading into turn number 1, as Snellgrove is executing that perfectly right here and showing you guys exactly how to do it. And he is able to make the overtake for 5th place heading into turn number 1. So that's kind of one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite racetracks. I know a lot of people don't like it. I don't know why you guys don't like it. You guys are just wrong. But in my opinion, this is one of the best racetracks on the game. Just promotes for so much overtaking. Has a lot of challenging corners, especially on the 3rd sector. Just for me, it flows very, very well. The only complaint I do have on this racetrack is that penalty zone. You can see how much it just kills your race when you get a penalty, even if it's just half a second or a second. That turns easily to double the worth of the penalty, as since it's in the beginning of the straight, you're just unable to get back onto top end speed until the end of the straight. You just lose much more time than what you were given when you were given the penalty. So we head down the straight here, and we were able to overtake Snail Grove heading into turn number 1. So we were able to gain 2 positions there just down that straight, one from the penalty car and then one from Snail Grove. But you can see Snail Grove is catching right back up to us down the straight, and that is one of the reasons why a lot of people were picking this Volkswagen instead of the Atenza. So the Atenza is really, really great on the corner, but the Volkswagen is just so good on acceleration and on the top end speed compared to the Atenza. Mainly just acceleration. It takes forever for the Atenza to reach its top end speed, but for the Volkswagen, just gets back up to 150 miles per hour. I believe 150 or maybe 140. A lot quicker than the Atenza. And that's actually going to come back to haunt us here as we head back into turn number 10. Almost a replay of lap number 1. As Snellgrove tries to make a move on the outside, we hold it on the inside, but this time he's able to hold it on the outside, so he's going to position himself well heading into turn number 14, I believe this is, or 15, one of these, but into this double apex left-hander as the Viper just annihilates the rear end of Snellgrove and pushes both of us out of the way, and he was able to get around both of us there within a very aggressive move. So not sure what his deal was. Maybe he had some history with Snellgrove, but yeah, he pushed both of us out of the way, and this was the result here, as we are now starting to form a huge train here as Snellgrove tries to make a move onto the inside of the Viper. We got 2 more or 3 more cars right behind, And usually when it's a 5-6 car pack going into turn number 1, it doesn't end well. Just gonna let you guys know that right now. But we try to go our way into turn number 1, almost 3 wide. Actually, we do go 3 wide. So we try to make a move onto the inside snail grove, hold off on the inside, and somehow, although it's the final lap and everyone's going for it, we're able to make it all cleanly. And we are now starting to, we actually lose a position because of that too, but we're now starting to head our way into the middle sector of the track, and everything gets single file there. So very, very surprisingly, all made it through. I just kind of want to show you guys here on the replay before we jump into the action of exactly how crazy it was heading to turn number 1. So you can see it's basically 3 wide here. We try to make a move onto the inside snail grove, brake as late as we can, and it's 3 wide off the exit. We all held it together. There was a little bit of contact with snail grove and the car on the left hand side, but yeah, look at this, just a lot of close action here, maybe behind a little bit of dirtiness as it looks like Julius got pushed out wide. But yeah, we all made it through here, and we still have half a lap to go, and I could just expect this to get a lot more crazier as we head into turn number 6. So off of turn number 6, we're gonna lead our way into turn 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 10 is going to be very interesting, as that's going to be the next overtaking spot that people like to go to. And see if anybody misses their braking point and accidentally rams someone else off, as Giannis and Snell try to brake as late as they can, and Snell just pushes Giannis off the road. Well, not off the road, but pushes him out of the way, and he's able to get back that 5th place position. So at this point, I'm just grabbing my popcorn here, just seeing what's going to happen, as Snellgrove and Giannis have been just fighting with each other, beating and banging for these past couple corners. And I know Giannis is not happy here as he pushes out Snellgrove to the right hand side. We try to take a little peek on the inside for that little gap, but it looks like it wasn't there, as Snellgrove runs a little bit wide. Giannis tries to make a cutback, and it doesn't work, and somehow we find ourselves in the front of this pack as we are in 5th place position. But this is where the Mazda is going to hurt us here as we're going down to the line. You can see that Giannis makes a great move on the left-hand side. Nick gets a really great run on the right-hand side. And we just lose that 5th place position due to the miles per hour difference. And that is why, guys, the Mazda is the worst car on this freaking game. As you can see, we lost 2 positions because it couldn't get up to its top-end speed within half of the straight. So we lost that race, or we lost 5th place because of that, and we had to settle for a 7th place position. And so we go into our 2nd race, and surprise, surprise, we decided to pick the Mazda because we like to torture ourselves. But yeah, I hope you guys know I'm joking. I didn't really mean it. The Mazda is not a terrible car. It's just a really bad car when it comes to acceleration. And if you're expecting for it to lead you to a win, and you have a car right behind you that's called a Volkswagen or any other car, then yeah, peace out to your win. You are definitely not going to get that, and you're going to end that race in disappointment and maybe depression, because yeah, you're going to lose that 1st place position. But anyways, we jump into our 2nd race here, and we're already halfway through the race as we are trying to work our way through this field. Starting off in 5th place, we have Carlsbad right behind us, and we have the Volkswagen, or not a Volkswagen, but I guess you could call it a Volkswagen Lamborghini, right ahead of us in 4th place. Actually, no, never mind. They're owned by Audi. Sorry about that, small rant. But the Lamborghini just decides to send it into turn number 10, pushes out the Volkswagen. But this gets interesting here, as the Volkswagen of Chicky just tries to force us out, but we fight back with him. Somehow we were able to win that battle, and we push him out of the way after he tried pushing us out to the right-hand side of the racetrack. And we weren't going to have that. No, we weren't going to have anybody try to push us out of the way. We know we have a heavier car, and yeah, I was going to go for that position no matter what, even if he pushed us all the way to the grass. But we got that 4th place position. He lost 2 positions. I think he actually got a penalty from behind. Not sure if that was him or not, but someone's got a penalty, and someone's going to have a really bad day here because they're going to lose a few positions. But we get the slipstream down into turn number 1 as we attempt to make a move on the Huracan. Not many times you get to hear that the Tenza's gonna pass the Huracan, but Group 4 racing, guys. But yeah, we were able to stay right behind him as we try to make a move onto the inside, and just didn't work out here, as we still have Carl's right behind us. But right ahead of us, 1st and 2nd are fighting really, really hard with each other. So that's one good thing that is coming out of this. If they can continue fighting with each other, maybe they can slow themselves down. And at this point, I'm kind of like in a crossroad here. We're already halfway through the race, and do I try to overtake this Huracan if I'm faster, or do we try to work with him and try to catch up to the first and second, because it can bite us back. We can definitely lose sight of that third place position car, and he can definitely get away from us because he's faster. Or first and second can fight with each other, lose time, or they can even do what they're doing right now, where they're just staying single file and actually pulling away from us. But we decided to work with the Lamborghini, and that was kind of the wrong decision here. As you can see down the straight, the Lamborghini was just able to pull away like nobody's business, and he is now built about a second gap as we're getting under pressure from Carl's underneath us, and he is able to just easily overtake us. As you can see the difference between the straight line speed of the Volkswagen and the Atenza, and this is like the third or fourth time the Atenza has just let us down on this racetrack. So I'm not sure how the heck in North America or in the Americas this car got the fastest qualifying time. It might be just because it's so good on the corners, but somehow it got the fastest qualifying time on this race. And so yeah, for me, I think this is the last race I ever used it for a race. I mean, for qualifying, I'm gonna use it definitely for time trial, but for the race, yeah, no more. But the Huracan goes for the overtake on the inside of third place or second place. That now turns it to third place, to the inside of turn number 6, and he was able to get that overtake done nice and easy. Kind of push him out of the way a little bit, but we're gonna see what happens here as the Huracan just misses braking point, goes wide, tries to get back onto the racetrack, and that kind of messes up Carl's back here as they're making contact side by side into sector number 3. And we are loving this because all that did was just slow themselves down, and we are back into this race here as we can fight for this podium here. And the Huracan just sends it back into the inside into this double left-hander, just pushes out Carlsbad. So not sure what the Huracan's problem is, but Carlsbad comes back for the inside, pushes the Huracan, and getting some argy-bargy here, guys, as they are fighting with each other, just beating and banging on the quarter panels. And like I said, now we just have to find our way around them as safely as we can as we get a really good slipstream down the straight here. Still making contact down the straight. Looks like they're just fighting with each other, don't want to give each other any room. And we find ourselves onto the inside of a Volkswagen sandwich. This can turn really ugly really quick as we wide into turn 1. Usually doesn't work out, but everyone makes it through. We try to park on the apex, but we just go in with a little too much speed, and we just get a really bad exit here as we lose third place, and we are now under pressure by the Lamborghini heading into turn number 3. So we lose that fourth place position and that third place position from both of these guys, but it's not the end of the world. We still have half a lap left, and the way these guys are racing with each other, I wouldn't be surprised if that Lamborghini tries to make the one of the latest overtakes going into turn number 10, as that is going to be one of the best spots to try to outbrake someone. But we're going to see what happens here as he's in the slipstream. We're in the slipstream of both of them, so we're just kind of biting our tongue here, just watching what's going to happen here. The Lamborghini is peaking, but he actually brakes early and doesn't try to go for that move. I think he anticipated that Carlsbad was anticipating that he wants to go onto the inside and try to make an overtake, but maybe a little bit of mind games here. Maybe he's just trying to rattle him up and just stay right behind him through this third sector and trying to force him into a mistake. But oh no, never mind. The Lamborghini tries to go for an overtake on the same spot he did on the corner before, and he just pushes out Carl. And I know Carl's not happy about that as he tries to get to the rear bumper of the Lamborghini. He's not able to get it to work as we're not going to get under pressure by Chicky right behind us. And as we head down to the line, we're staying in the slipstream of Carl, but like I said, the acceleration is just so bad on this Mazda. We are unable to do anything here, and it's looking like it's going to be a 5th place position after trying to fight with these guys and try to get around them. We just couldn't do it at the end, and we come home basically where we started off at in 5th. So yeah, guys, this has been a really interesting experiment with the Mazda Atenza. I really don't use this car. The only time I really use it is I think around daily race speed for Brazil and maybe one other track. But yeah, for some reason this car is doing really well here in the Americas. Not sure how it's looking like in the European region or in the Asia/Australia region. Maybe it's working, you know, maybe another car is working over there. But this is the meta car here. Well, not the meta, but the fastest car for time trials. So I decided to use it here, and it's probably going to be the last time I ever use it for a race. But let me know how you guys are enjoying this week. I'm actually really enjoying it. Group 1 and Group 4 cars are very, very fun for me to drive. But I know some other people don't really like it, but yeah, let me know how you guys are enjoying this week. Leave that in the comments down below. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, hope you guys really enjoyed. If you guys did, feel free to hit that like button, and if you want to subscribe for more content, hit that subscribe button down below. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or even on Discord, come chat with us there. All those links are in the description down below as well. And so you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.